A few years ago, I thought self-development was about doing more, reading more books, waking up earlier, building better routines, finding the perfect productivity system, and while all of those things can help, I slowly realized something. Most people don't fail because they lack information. Most people fail because they're constantly reacting to life. Every day feels like putting out fires. A bill arrives, a deadline appears, something breaks, an opportunity shows up, and suddenly you're scrambling. What changed my perspective wasn't another book or another productivity hack. It was learning a simple habit that rarely gets mentioned in self-development circles. Preparation. Not preparation for next week, not preparation for next month. Preparation as a way of living. And once I understood this, I started seeing it everywhere. The illusion of self-improvement. We live in a culture that celebrates visible growth. People post workout transformations. They share business milestones. They talk about achieving goals. But very few people talk about what happens before those results appear. Nobody celebrates the person who quietly saved money every month. Nobody applauds the student who studied consistently for years. Nobody notices the individual who spent months learning a skill before it became valuable. Preparation is invisible, results are visible. And because results get attention, many people focus only on what looks impressive. The problem is that visible success is usually built on invisible preparation. The reason preparation is underrated is simple. The rewards are delayed. Imagine saving money today. Tomorrow looks exactly the same. Imagine reading 10 pages tonight. You don't wake up transformed. Imagine exercising for 20 minutes. You won't suddenly look different. Most meaningful habits don't provide immediate feedback. And our brains naturally prefer activities that create instant rewards. That's why scrolling through social media feels easier than learning a new skill. That's why buying something feels better than saving money. That's why entertainment often wins against growth. Immediate rewards are powerful, but long-term rewards are life-changing. The people who seem lucky. Have you ever looked at someone and thought they were lucky? Maybe they landed a great job, started a successful business, or seemed to always be in the right place at the right time. Sometimes luck is involved, but often what looks like luck is preparation meeting opportunity. The job offer went to someone who spent years developing skills. The business succeeded because someone spent months learning and experimenting. The opportunity was recognized because someone had prepared themselves to see it. From the outside, it looks sudden. From the inside, it was years in the making. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that growth requires stability. Think about it. It's difficult to focus on learning when you're overwhelmed by financial stress. It's difficult to pursue opportunities when you're constantly exhausted. It's difficult to think creatively when every day feels like survival. That's why preparation matters. Preparation creates stability, and stability creates space. Space to learn, space to think, space to grow. Without that space, even the best opportunities become difficult to take advantage of. The interesting thing about preparation is that it rarely requires dramatic changes. Most of the time, it's surprisingly small. Saving a little money every month, reading a few pages every day, learning one useful skill at a time, getting slightly better at managing your time, These actions seem insignificant, but life is often shaped by accumulation. A small improvement repeated hundreds of times becomes a significant advantage. A small mistake repeated hundreds of times becomes a significant problem. The direction matters more than the speed. A different way to measure progress. Many people judge progress based on outcomes. Did I get the promotion? Did I reach my goal? Did I achieve success? But outcomes are often outside our direct control. What we can control is preparation. Did I learn something useful today? Did I improve my skills? Did I strengthen my habits? Did I make life a little easier for my future self? These questions shift the focus from results to process. And ironically, focusing on the process often leads to better results. Preparing for a better future. Imagine two versions of yourself 1 year from now. The first version spends the next year reacting to everything, waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until change becomes necessary. The second version spends the next year preparing, learning consistently, saving consistently. Neither version changes overnight, but after a year, the difference becomes obvious. And after 5 years, the difference becomes extraordinary. Small choices compound, not just financially, not just professionally, but personally. When people think about self-development, they often imagine ambitious goals and dramatic transformations. But the habit that quietly changes lives is much simpler. It's preparing before you're forced to, preparing your mind before challenges arrive, preparing your finances before emergencies happen, preparing your skills before opportunities appear, preparing your health before problems develop. It's not exciting, it's not glamorous, and it probably won't go viral. But it's one of the most powerful habits you can build, because preparation turns uncertainty into confidence. The truth is that your future is being built right now, not through one massive decision, not through one perfect morning routine, but through the small actions you repeat every day. The people who seem most confident are often the people who are most prepared. The people who handle challenges best are usually the people who invested in themselves before those challenges arrived. So here's a simple question. What can you start preparing for today that your future self will thank you for? Because self-development isn't just about becoming better, it's about becoming ready. And readiness changes everything. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content on mindset, discipline, and personal growth. And let me know in the comments, what are you preparing for right now?